Hey guys, 51 here. I'm making a video because this was a request from someone in the game. A friend of mine asked me to show them how old school vision works. Um, OG Vision is kind of interesting because he's one of the only champs that you just can't get through normal crystals in a 4 or a 5 star version. You can get them as a 2 or a 3 star just from regular premium crystals, but as a 4 and a 5 star, those are only during special events, or you actually just have to buy them outright. And I'll be honest, I think I just bought the 5 star version myself, but I love him. I use him all the time. He's actually in my war attack right now. Anyway, but I figure what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and run through Act 3, the final chapter, and try to take on Thanos, show off what Vision can do, what makes him nice. I'm putting in some synergies to be helpful. But instead of doing it with a 4, I just figured, it's only Act 3. I should just do this with a 3 star and see if I can just one champ, one shot, final Act 3. So, let's get to it. So obviously, Vision is a robot, which means he's immune to bleeds, immune to poison. He's practically immune to Omega Red's death spores because it takes so long for them to attach that they basically never add up to anything. But you'll quickly notice what's nice about Vision, and this even the 3 star version. He always has power. That's what his signature ability does. He just generates power. Sometimes in big boosts, sometimes in little dribbles. So sometimes it can actually be hard to hit with the special 2 because it'll just jump right up to special 3, but that's not that bad of a problem to have. See, boom, instant special 2. He is one of the best power control champs in the game. And the way he works is unlike Age of Ultron Vision, who does a power burn and a little bit of power steal. First off, this Vision gets that power gain for his signature ability, but he just burns off more power. And if he burns power down to 0, then it puts a heal block on the opponent. So to help him out here, I went ahead and put some synergies in. So having Scarlet Witch gives an additional power boost. It's like a +4 power gain. Putting in Magneto gives a critical rating. Putting in old school Iron Man gives a perfect block chance, which is helpful when I'm going to be fighting Thanos because his block penetration is pretty solid. And Vision does not regenerate anything. There's no healing ability that he has. So once his life is gone, it is gone. But his special one drains up to 40% of your opponent's power, of their total max power. So that's a whole bar of energy is gone. And then since I put in Iron Man Infinity War, it actually makes the power burn more effective. So that's a nice synergy to have. Now, if you really want to use Vision as a power control champ, there's another synergy, but I don't like it for this type of quest because I don't really need power control as much. If you put Beardo, Captain America Infinity War into your team, then every time your opponent uses a special, it drains all their power. So if you were going to do the boss rush, for example, and you're trying to fight that Sim Supreme, as soon as it does a special, then he loses all of his power. Well, because Vision's hits don't do that much damage, he doesn't stack up Furies or anything, the most damage he does is from the power burn. So you don't want your opponent to be out of power all the time unless they're like a regen opponent and you want that heal block to be put on. Because if you can let your opponent build up power and then hit him with a special 2, it does significant damage because it burns off all the power. Special 2 burns off 100% of the power that your opponent has gained. So when I'm using my 5-star or 4-star Visions, that's 5, 6, 7,000 damage of power burn damage. And then it puts a heal block on top of it. So it's pretty nice for just being able to control the fight. So here I screw up against Deadpool, but also having a heal block against Deadpool is quite nice because that's really his only power is that he can heal. So if you can heal block him, I think I was just showing that the Vision's heavy attack is slow and doesn't do anything special. So there's really no point. It's not a lot of champs, they can stack things up, stack up Furies or stack up armor breaks by doing heavy attacks. None of that for OG Vision. So just stick with your regular attacks, and preferably special 2 is probably the way to go. Yeah, it does not take long for him to reach that special 1. So if you just want to try to keep your, just keep poking at your opponent, making sure that they never get up to power. Let's say that they have a really nasty special 1, like Yellow Jacket. A special 1 is kind of hard to dodge. Or the old school Spider-Man, that special 1 is kind of hard to dodge. So you can just keep them down at pretty much 0 power all the time, if that's what your goal is. And here we're showing off why being a robot is nice, because Abomination, as far as a champ, he's basically just like a weaker version of the Hulk, and his only trick is that he can stack up poisons on you really fast, but not when you're a robot. So there's a little bit of sloppy fighting on my part. I don't claim to be, perfect super player that never gets hit. But I think I was rushing a bit, I was kind of thinking ahead and trying to get the Thanos, and I screwed up a few times. And just like why it's nice against Abomination, it's nice against Drax, because Drax is a bleed monster. He can stack up bleeds that do a whole lot of damage, but again, not if you're a robot. See, screwed up. So now I'm going to have to take Thanos with like less than 50% life. I could heal up, or I can just go for it, and I figure I'm just going to go for it. Okay, Big Boss Man. Nice thing about this Chapter 3 Thanos is that he doesn't have any buffs or boosts. He doesn't have any unblockables. He doesn't have any regeneration. He doesn't have any degeneration. Nothing that makes the other Thanoses in the game that you have to fight so annoying. He's just a straight up, twice your strength boss champ. And frankly, I don't think his specials are very hard to dodge. But let's see what we can do. Uh-oh. Good thing I've got that perfect block. It's not helping. Looks like I'm going to have to just start dodging everything, otherwise I'm going to die. There you go. Let him build up a little power and hit him all the way back down to the ground. That does a lot of damage. I don't know, every time I'm blocking, I'm taking like 2 or 3% damage. I need to just not let him hit me at all. Okay, that's it. Dodge time. Wait for an opening after he does his heavy, because he pauses there. So just dodge, 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 dodge. Wait for a heavy. I can hit him when he's blocking. You can always get 3 hits against a blocking opponent without them being able to hit you back. Let him walk into my special 1. There you go, Synthesis. Build me up some power. down Thanos. Boom. All right, guys. So that is what OG Vision is all about. And Act 3, if all you got's a 3-star, that's all you need. Thanks. Thanks for watching.